Hey, what's up guys? Captain Jack here, back with some more Car Mechanic Sim 2018, and we are having some great fun with this. I know it feels like this is like all I'm playing lately, but I just want to get through it so quickly, and the jobs are getting so long that I'm only able to do like one at a time. I don't want to have ridiculously long videos. Like 20 minutes is the kind of goal I look for, and I keep going over that. But I need to get as much done as I can each episode, but it's just... you know, there's not enough time. I can only really get one car done. So I'm putting loads out in the hope that we get really far along. And I think I've actually got another one of these. No, I haven't got another one of those. But we're close. We are very close now. So like one part down this and we'll be there. I need to look at... that's what I'm doing. Yes, we're going to just zoom on with this. So we've got crankshaft, rocker arm, valve push rod, serpentine belt, rocker arm, and a crankshaft. Wow, that's a lot of really intricate like pieces of the engine right there. Steering rack, water pump, oil filter, change oil. It actually wants oil filter and change oil. Finally. Front exhaust section and middle muffler. Okay, so that's fine. We don't have to put it on any kind of test path or anything because we know what's wrong with it. So we want to take the engine apart basically. Wow, look at that old school engine. That's so cool. I love it. Love it. Love that. Okay, so it was salmon mode. Whole stuff down the front. We've got all steering rack, exhaust, he says, exhaust. Part mount. So let's get this off because this is going to be in the way. Get you out of the way. Get you out of the way. Okay. I assume I'm going to have to take this off too. Actually, no, we don't have to take that off because, yeah, it's separate. What is me thinking? What is me thinking? Come on. There. That's that done. Okay, so we've got... have a quick look at this. We've got 2 rocker arms and a valve push rod. So we have to take off these 3 and the first one in that section. These 2, sorry. And the first one in that section. What the? Okay. And that one. And then it's this valve rod here. And then, what else was it? Rocker arm. We've got, well, both the crank and camshaft. Oh, damn. I need to get the SERP belt. And then it's the crank and cam. Let's get the SERP belt off quick. Yeah, let's get the fan off. Damn. So we want... oh, stop zooming. Like, there we go. So we want... was it SERP belt A? Yeah, it was SERP belt A. And now we need to get the crank and cam out. Which means all this is going to have to come off. I'm going to take that radiator as well. Just so it's out of the way. Right, let's get the crank pulley off. So I have to get the timing cover off. Cam gear, cam shaft. And then we want that, which is going to require... mine's gone blank. That's going to require all the pistons out, which means bottom end of the engine and top end of the engine off. That's going to be fun. Lots of rocker arms. I do love old engines, but they are so intricate. There's so many small pieces. I do love the just the sheer mechanical side of old engines, though. I mean, that's what I got into mechanics for, was just the mechanical side of it, you know, the working on the cars, the getting greasy hands and getting inside the engine and taking it to pieces and working on it. That's what I love about it. I hate this new thing of everything being computer controlled. So nowadays, half of your issues, all they've got to do is plug a laptop into your ECU and talk to the car, and then you're good to go. Done. You know, they fixed your issue. Woohoo. But I hate that. I mean, it sucks. At least I think it does. It's great to be in the modern age and all that, but it sucks that the modern age means that you're not getting your hands dirty anymore. Or at least far less than you used to anyway. That's right. Let's get... Oh, I should probably empty that first. That's quite a lot of ore. Oh, wrong button. Let's get the pan off. Okay, so we need to get the pistons out. Never simple, is it? Pistons out, then crank caps out. Or crankshaft bearings, as we call them. I wonder if I can actually just take this out without even needing to take the pistons. I wonder if the pistons will actually stay in place now that the caps are off. Definitely worth a shot, because it means that I won't have to lower the car to take them out, which would be handy. Let's see what happens. No. Damn, I didn't think that was going to work, but I hoped. It's all good. All good in the hood. This is a beautiful thing. I mean, if I find a chance to buy one of these, I might get it. Obviously, with money being the issue, as it is currently, beggars can't be choosers, but it would be interesting to get that far. Right, that's all the pistons out. What am I like for getting to the... What does that do? It adds another lift warehouse, blah blah. Discounted shops. Doesn't actually say if any of these shows you average value of car auction. I'm guessing the auction will be unlocked by then. Experienced auctioneer. But it doesn't say if any of these expand your garage as another paint shop, dyno, and the dyno doesn't actually work. It's another thing that they didn't get working. 50% cheaper levels of parking. Cheaper trips to junkyards and barns. Okay, so that would be more worth it then, I guess. The parts will cost less, so that you'll be able to sell them for more at that point. Good to be lucky. What does that do? None of that really helps me right now, and it doesn't say when it unlocks the shop. I guess it's at a certain XP level. Maybe at level 10? Or, I don't know. Could be anything. If I left a cap in... It's supposed to highlight red what I've... Oh! Gearbox! Idiot. How could I forget about the gearbox? I'm going to blame that on my hunger. I'm really hungry. I haven't eaten yet today, and it's already coming up to 4 PM. Should probably eat something when I'm done with this. Oh, I've got to get out of the car. Lift the car, drop the car, lift the car, drop the car. That starter motor I so could have taken out from under the car. Any good mechanic would have done it that way. Get the old gearbox out. Hey, there we go. Right. I think I'm going to get all this up as well, haven't I? All of this stuff. Crankshaft! Woo! Finally! Jeez, that took some. Let's get the exhaust, middle muffler. Come on. Front exhaust section. Get a look at my status. So we've got all of that stuff and more. We've got exhaust sections. We've done the oil. We've taken it out. We need to grab the oil filter quickly. We've got the water pump. Actually, we grab the steering rack. So I need to grab the oil filter. No. Oil filter, which is... Ah, there is. And then steering rack, which means tie rods. Oh, these ones go underneath. Oh, you will actually have the wheels off for this area. It's always going to be one thing, isn't it? Bit of a puzzle game, this. You've got to take off one thing to get to the next thing. So you've got to try and work out exactly what it is you have to take off. Come on. Right, let's get the steering rack out. Awesome sauce. No, I'm going the wrong way. Over here. I know it'd probably be easier if I had a tablet, but honestly, if I unlocked it, I just wouldn't use it. I'd forget it was there. I always do. So we've got calipers, pads. Oh, excuse me. Rocker arms, push rods. No, I don't want it by Arrival. I want it by... I found that name was actually quite good. Right, let's skip this bit for you guys because you don't want to see this. And that is everything. So let's start chucking this car back together. No, we don't want that. I guess the best place to start is the engine. Let's get the crank back in. Get all this back end stuff back on. Release bearing and gearbox. Get the drive shaft on. Awesome. Middle muffler. Front exhaust section. Can we go back over here? That's engine bay for some reason. Right, let's get the caps back on. Two more to go. Oh, there it is. Working my way around, trying to find everything. There we go. That's in. Can we do that from under? No, can't do any of that from under. Do the steering rack though, so we'll get this in while we're here. Get the inner and outers back on. Let's get the wheel back on as well. That in a really weird way, don't know why. Let's get Hue back on. Let's get Hue back on. Okay, I think that should be everything underneath, except obviously the bottom of the engine. can't do yet because we have to build the top back up. And then we should be all good for that. Piston with rings, yes. Piston with rings. Piston with rings. Piston with rings. There we go. Engine head. Seems to be held on by the exhaust manifold rather than with its own bolts. Okay. Different, but yeah, sure, why not? That is not where I clicked. Get these valve rods back in. Can be tedious doing this stuff. These little things, you've got to get just on the right pixel to grab them as well. There we go. And one last one. And it's all the same with rocker arms. The tediousness of engines. Get that on. So many rocker arms. And last one. There we go. Right, let's get the head cover on. That's on. Let's get the intake manifold on. That's that on. Carburetor. Let's get the starter motor back on. Air filter base. Round air filter. Air filter cover. Now I think it's just the bottom end of the engine. Let's lift her back up. Oh, that's a wheel. Part mount mode. Put the oil filter back on. What have we got here? Oh yes, we need to put the caps on. The old Conrod bearings. Bearing caps. Lightly oiled and connected back to the shaft. I just realised I've been very, very quiet, but it's... I'm kind of like, I'm staring at the screen. I don't think I've blinked for a while. I'm staring at the screen, kind of part spaced out from doing this. But I think we're done with the underside of the car now. Drop it back down and get the front part of the engine built. Now I think we're good to go. I've got 8 jobs waiting for me a while. Well, that's going to be irritating. Right, water pump on. Let's put the camshaft back in. Get the cam gear. Timing chain. Timing cover. Crank pulley. We'll get the water pump pulley on. Belts A and belt B. Fan. And then rad. And that, my friends, I think is everything. Let's quickly check the old inventory. Oh, okay. Oh yeah, I forgot to put the spark plugs back in. Why have I got... Oh, I kept the brake caliper and pads from the last job, so when I saw them in my parts list I thought, oh okay, they need replacing too. Idiot. I forgot about the sparkers. I swear I forget my own head if it wasn't attached sometimes. And sometimes it doesn't feel like it is attached. Get the wires on. Okay, now that should... These can be sold. Everything. Close that. Let's look at the car stats. So we've got all green there. All green there. Ah, I've got to put some new oil in. Forgot the oil. And then we should be done. Close the hood. Car stats. So we've got greens, 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 greens. Why did I come off of that? I spent 1,400. I got 2,200 bonus and a 700 bonus. So that's nearly 4.5 grand. But that has given me XP, major XP, and I should not actually that far from the next one. So we've got 1 point to unlock stuff with. And I think, I mean, we got faster part installing and removing, compression tester, 5% more income from finished orders. That'd be a good one. I'd like to have the OBD scanner. I want to get all the tools and then that one. That would be quite handy. Don't really care too much about that at the moment. And then I'll move on to this one. So to begin with, let's get you. There we go. More tools that I can use. And I think that'll do it for now. That was a longish one because of all the stuff that we need doing. And plus, I want to go and eat because I'm absolutely starving. It's been fun. And as usual, comment, like, subscribe. Whatever you want to do, feel free to do it. And I'll see all you guys on the next one. So thank you very much for watching, everyone. Take care, and bye-bye.